look at our benchmark, problems 8 and 9. When you correct your benchmark, remember to do it on a separate sheet of paper, explain why you got it wrong, or show your work. So let's look at 8. It says the area of a rectangle is 54, x to the 9th, y to the 8th square yards. If the length of the rectangle is 6, x cubed, y 4th yards, which expression represents the width of this rectangle? So think about a rectangle, and let's talk about area. The formula for area is length times width. Write that formula down.
Do I need to do this? I didn't get it wrong.
Didn't know. So we have area, so let's plug in the A. So we're going to rewrite this equation, but with numbers that we know. So A is the 54x9, y8. So I'm putting that underneath the A. And then equals length times width. So the length is 6 x cubed y to the 4th. So let's write that 6 x cubed y to the 4th. But then we don't have what the width is. So we say times w. We don't know what it is. We want to solve for w. So we're going to draw our line down our equal sign and solve for w. So do you understand why I put it like this? Area equals the length, which is the 6x cubed y to the 4th, times the width. W is what they're asking for. It says which expression represents the width. We want to solve for w. So see how all this is being multiplied together? So to get it to the other side, we do the inverse operation, the opposite. This is multiply. The inverse would be divide. So on the right side, this is over itself. So it all cancels. And we just have w left. So we have 54 over 6, x to the 9th over x to the 3rd, y to the 8th over y to the 4th. You can break them up like that because everything's being multiplied. That way you have your like terms, same base. So we are going to divide 54 divided by 6. Put that in the calculator if you need to. X to the 9th over x to the 3rd. That's like saying I have 9 x's on top, 3 x's on bottom. Remember when we expanded them out like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on top and 3 on bottom. This is the expanded version. So I can simplify things that are on top and bottom together. So how many are left? 6. Remember what the shortcut was, though? What operation do I do with my exponents? I subtract them. Anytime you divide, you're subtracting them. So it's x6. Okay, what about y?
X or y4.
Y4, exactly. Because you would subtract these. You would subtract 9 from 3 to get 6 and 8 and 4 to get 4.
You have to write why you got it wrong.
Mm-hmm. So now look at your answers. A lot of y'all picked J for some reason. Y'all added the 54 and the 6. I don't know why. But this is division because they've given you area and length, so you divide those two. So the correct answer is H. Make sure you write your reason. Do we want to do 9? 9? Okay. It's another kind of geometry problem. Okay, a rectangular prism has a width of x inches, a length of x squared y inches, and a height of y squared inches. Which expression represents the volume of this rectangular prism? Remember back in elementary school we found volume? It was length times width times height.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Could you stop? Length is x squared y. So we are going to plug in length. X squared y is my length. What's my width? It's x, so times x. And then my height is right here, y squared. So we would just need to multiply these. So it would be x squared times x. So how many x's do I have now? 3. So it'd be x to the third because you add your exponents. That's to the first power. So it's 2 plus 1 gives us 3. And then y and y squared. Y3 as well. That is my volume. Y cubed, Y3. Number 6 is the last one we'll do together. Okay, number 6. If you missed this one, go ahead and write it down. I could see something like this being on the EOC next week. So even if you got it right, just make sure you kind of follow along just so it's a good review. Write that problem down. Number 6. So this is another exponent rule problem. So x22, we're not going to do anything with that. But x to the 7th to the 3rd, that means I have 3 x to the 7ths. If I have 3 x to the 7ths, then you'd have x7, x7, x7. So what we'd actually do is do 7 plus 7 plus 7. Did you get it right? Yeah. So this one's going to be, you multiply these. So it's x to the 21 and x to the 22. So all I did was when you have one base and 2 exponents, y'all hear me? One base, 2 exponents, you multiply those. Now we have 2 bases, 2 exponents. You add those. Because you have 22 x's and 21 x's, so we would add those together. So then 43 is our exponent, and that's what it's asking for.